My name is Mr. Doggett, and I would like to tell you a little bit about digital animation. Digital animation is a one-semester course that will introduce students to the principles of animation, uh, and particularly how do we use computers to create animation. We'll also look at the history of animation. We'll look at some famous animators. We'll look at different styles of animation, just as kind of sidelines to understanding a little more about what the field of animation is. But primarily, this is a computer class, really looking at the use of the software, use of the tools, and how we can use that to create a product in the area of animation. We've started off already creating some really basic projects, making things move, and we'll develop through adding more skills as we work through the semester and eventually move into character animation, where we'll create faces that show emotion. We'll create characters that have arms and legs, bodies that can move, and hopefully create characters that show a little personality in the way that they move. So that's kind of what our trajectory is, what we'll be looking at as we go through this semester. The resources that we're going to use in this class, since we're online, start with Zoom. Zoom is where we'll hold our online class sessions, and students are expected to be in class and actively working through our class time each time that we meet. We use Google Classroom as the control for our assignments. All of the assignments will be listed in Google Classroom. Students can tell from there whether they have submitted an assignment. They'll be able to see the scores there when I return them. If you, as parents or guardians, respond to the invite and sign up to get summary reports from Google Classroom, then you will see assignments that are missing, scores on assignments that have turned in, and kind of know what's going on through there. I will also be updating grades in Infinite Campus, so Campus Portal is another place where you can see how your child is doing. The main thing we're going to use is a program called Wick Editor. Wick Editor is a web-based animation program that is not a major program that's used in industry, but it is very similar in design. But it was created as a web-based accessible program, so students are able to use it whatever platform they're using. If they're on a PC, if they're on a laptop, if they're on a Chromebook, if they're on an iPad, whatever that device is, because it's web-based, they'll be able to use Wick Editor to create the projects. I say, and structurally, it's very similar to more mainstream programs like Adobe Animate, and uses a lot of those same skills. So it's a good starting point for us, and in an online environment, it'll work well for us to create the projects that we'll be working on. I will be having the students create some videos for me where they're going to talk. They're going to tell me about their projects. They're going to tell me about some of the things that we've done, so they will have the opportunity to use their own words to explain the work that has happened. So Flipgrid is the site that we will use for those submissions. And we've already done one of those where every student was asked to just introduce themselves a little bit so they could get used to how Flipgrid works, and I could get to know them a little bit. Grading is a straight point system grade. So every assignment has a certain number of points to it. Bigger assignments will be worth more points, and so on. Most of the points will come from animation projects, things that they're creating in Wick Editor that will demonstrate the animation skills that we're working on. There will be some writing assignments where they'll be asked to analyze some work, or maybe it'll be part of preparing for an animation that they're going to create. And then I've already mentioned the video assignments, where I'll ask them to talk about their work as a way to make sure they're understanding the things that we're doing in class. So that's the primary tools that we will use this semester as we work through and learn about animation. Looking forward to this semester. If you have any questions for me, please email me. My email address is ddoggett@heartdistrict.org. And if you send me those questions, I will get back to you as soon as I can and try to answer it the best I can. So thank you for checking in and finding out a little bit about digital animation. I'm looking forward to this semester and to the projects that the students create. So thank you again.